1, 2, 3.
We invited two friends aboard for 1 week because they couldn't believe that anyone could really live comfortably like this. By the end of the trip, well, you'll see.
My island, oh, let me tell you about where I'm from. My island in the sun, oh.
The sail started like most do, calm and easy.
But the Caribbean was going to remind us who's in charge.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, everybody of the world. Welcome.
We are just leaving the anchorage area of Merrow in Dominica. And what a lovely little surprise anchorage it was for us. Just what we needed after a horrible day of bumpy, and windy sailing. Just to come into a calm, quiet, peaceful anchorage and just relax.
Our trip to St. Pierre should take us 9.5 hours. The winds are going to be somewhere between 15, 16 to gusts to 21, 22. We've got one reef in our main. Why? Because of yesterday, when it was predicted the gusts would be to like 30 at maximum. They're 38. You know what? Just gonna take this a little bit more cautiously. See you in St. Pierre. See you in St. Pierre.
And I hope you have a wonderful trip.
I hope you have a wonderful trip. Slightly self-serving, isn't it? And then it starts gusting to the high 20s. Yay. Seas are back to about a meter and a half. But what I didn't expect, and this is something I wish I would have thought about, storms passing in front of us. So instead of bearing off like we did and getting as much speed as possible, we now headed up, pointed to the wind, brought in our blade because of the high winds, and we're going to let it pass right in front of us. All you kids out there, remember, make good choices. It's the beginning of the gale right here. So we brought in our head sail to the blade and run our best. So this used to be my favorite anchorage because it was quiet. There's hardly anybody here. But apparently, it's become a parking lot. On the way to pick up Lisa and Jim in Saint Pierre, Martinique. Hopefully we get to show them all the beauty that is Martinique. There's so many great things to see and do. Bonjour. I love the idea of I'm in bright yellow, you're in orange, can't miss. How are you doing? Wonderfully. And yourself, madame. At least you didn't get stolen, attacked.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, come on. He's like, you took so long. And I'm like, you know what women's washrooms are like, right? Yeah.
Welcome to Monashee.
Welcome to Monashee.
Thank you, guys. There's cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Yep.
This is Boatlife right here.
Good to go.
This is it. All right.
So we actually saved this episode just so we could come back and interview both of you. But unfortunately, Mojo's sick with a cold and Lisa's sick with food poisoning. But like good sailors, we press on. So now that you've been back for a couple months, what were you expecting sailing to be like?
Well, we actually thought it would be a lot slower. Just sitting around on a boat talking, maybe not as exciting as it turned out to be. Lisa definitely thought things were going to be going much slower.
But wait 15 minutes, things change pretty quick. And at the same time, you can dance.
St. Pierre was once called the Paris of the Caribbean, until Mount Pelée erupted in 1902 and changed everything in mere minutes by covering the town in volcanic mud and ash.
Jim, just because it's a theater, you're not allowed to act up. You notice how there's a restaurant right beside the zoo?
I know. I saw the name or the restaurant. I'm like, why are we going in here? And then I saw the zoo sign.
So you wonder where all the old animals go, right?
This little zoo was built inside the ruins of an old rum distillery, making it one of the most unusual wildlife parks in the Caribbean.
Essentially, they replaced drunk tourists with monkeys.
Oh, they want to get in on that. Oh.
They want to be on TV, baby. They think they're going to be YouTube stars.
Oh my goodness.
St. Pierre at its finest. History, food, and monkey madness all in the same walk.
Here's how.
Feel the heat off. Yep.
Yes, you can.
So, first day, better or worse than expected?
Oh, better. I really didn't expect that much European history outside of Europe, and mixed with the Caribbean culture and the setting, just top shelf. And it really felt alive. It didn't feel stagnant. It was a culture that was growing and vibrant. It wasn't like Canada or the US at all. But even with all that, I'm still not sure that I could live that way.
That's okay. We've only spent one day wearing you down. We've got a whole week to get through to get you warm to the idea.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lisa and Jim down there. Good morning to you. We'll get you swabbing the deck, don't worry.
We are just leaving Saint Pierre, Martinique, and we are heading to Anse Mitan. Yeah, I think weather-wise, we're in for great weather today, and we'll see how the sail unfolds.
But otherwise, thank you, Saint Pierre. You have always done us good. We now know you can anchor in La Touche, Anse La Touche, not Anse Turn, because the customs people, Coast Guard, were kicking people out from in front. So lo and behold, it's all good. Well, Jim, things are about to get a little bit windier.
I look forward to the challenge.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's your challenge. I'm just going to sit here and watch and maybe do what you tell me.
Windy and wet. So we're going to put down the enclosure. We've already dropped the sail to one reef because we're getting up to 20 knot winds. And that's where the first reef goes in on the mainsail.
Another notch on your belt for you to chase. The boys might buy around. I'll be remembered round town as a girl you found, but never settled you down. Yeah, I'd rather be a cowboy.
So technically, we can park right in here.
Over there?
Shouldn't be, because the rock extends just out to there, and then it's all sand in here. But over here is a nice big hole,
Well, that's where
just
I
to the
was.
left of the channel. Yeah, and we're definitely more into the sand. So this is Creole Village, a bunch of little restaurants, and a bunch of little shops. And to our viewer auto, yes, they walk right by all bakeries. So what's your initial impression of Le Matin? What does it feel like or look like to you, or vibe it gives?
Kind of a mix between what I would expect from a European and Mexican sort of vibe.
Exactly, it's very touristy,
Yeah?
very, oh, come by our fridge magnets.
Yes.
Exactly. But it still has that European flair.
It does.
These will be the most protected beaches I've ever seen in the Caribbean so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, look at the holes on outside. This is man-made, I assume, right?
I'd have to believe.
Yeah.
While everyone else went to freshen up, Liam found something else to occupy his time.
You know, for a 69-year-old, the French woman could really glide across the dance floor. And as no one wanted to stay for the wild dance party, back to Monashee for dinner, sunset, and a passion-filled game of Mexican-trained dominoes. So now we're a few days in. What does it start to feel like the cruising life is all about?
Well, I don't think Lisa expected that we would still be part of a modern Western society. I kind of thought it'd be more isolated, but the society is actually very active there.
Well, I think we got it right for you guys. A little bit of Disneyland, a little bit of Gilligan's Island. Just the two of you could actually feel all together about the cruising life. And Lisa could still wear her cute little vacation outfits.
Good morning, everybody. We are leaving Anse Mitan in Martinique. Had a lovely stay here. We're off to Anse Darlay.
And it's going to be a long transit, probably our longest yet. Maybe about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, longest.
To Jim and Lisa, we're not really getting a lot of actual sailing in. It's motor sailing at best. We might just have to go out and around just to show them the boat sails.
Oh, when I wake up every day.
We've got the head sail out, not even to the second reef. because it's being blocked so much by the mainsail.
Yeah.
And the angle is, is 150 degrees. So as you see, it flops back and forth. So if we had it fully out, it would be just flopping everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm almost tempted to bring it in a little bit more just to use as a wind indicator, but we'll let her run this way. Okay, Jim, what's his speed? The sailboat on port.
3.1? It's got to be 3.1. It can't be an 8.1.
Yeah, no, it's 3.1. What's our speed?
5.2.
And as Rocket Ralph would say, it's always a race. Don't kid yourself. It's always a race. We've got some great wind right now. 18 knots.
Wow, she's just kicked right up, eh?
Yep.
Is it coming out of the valley?
Yep. So we'll take off.
Anse is one of those places that looks unreal at first. And then you realize people actually live like this every day. Sainte-Anne Church was built in 1671 and is one of the most photographed buildings in the Caribbean, and somehow still remains a part of everyday life here.
Well,
This is the first Accra shop we've been to in the Caribbean, but we've had Accra and tout le monde.
So ready? 1, 2, 3. One and done.
It was a tie.
Too bad, it's one and done.
I guess I won.
No, I did.
No, you didn't. You did not win. No, I refuse.
Okay.
We do it until there is a clear-cut winner of one time only.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boom! There you go.
Most fun I've had since we showered together.
Hold on. Liam, that's coming out properly. We had a sailor shower. Dave, for some reason, did not grab a video camera and take a video of us.
Just from waist up, right?
Yes.
Opportunities were provided. After actually talking to the islanders, it does feel less like a resort here and more like a place people live.
Ah, you're getting it, young Jedi. So, how about the Anse snorkeling?
Wow. Lisa didn't really understand why people cruise until that point. Once she was in that water, she felt like she could do that all the time and become completely used to it. I didn't expect life to be easy every day. Literally right off the boat. Kind of like, you know, a cat being flung from a catapult.
It's a first reef only. So all two.
All right, so you know the drill. Every time we have a new anchor down and it sticks, tequila is the way. So cheers to a good anchor. Cheers to a good anchor. I think my salt tasted better than the other ones. Jim took the salt off of Monashee's deck.
Yeah.
Not transit, so he's getting pure sea salt.
Only one reason to come to Sainte-Anne, and it's not to get away from it all, it's to get it all, because it's here. While Sainte-Anne started as a small fishing village, it is now one of the busiest anchorages in Martinique, a strange mix of calm water and floating boat traffic. And like the Eiffel Tower in Paris, when in Sainte-Anne, you must walk to Celine Beach.
Looking at the crabs of Martinique. So we send the one out first who can spot the crabs.
So Liam, this explains the shallow bay court because we're on the south side and I'm looking at this is coral. So
I
what's
cannot
happened-
believe this is coral.
It totally is. You can see like these little indentations here are all the way it's growing and the way it's eroded away. Then it got lifted up on this side, probably from inflation by the volcano. But that's probably also what happened with the bay is there was inflation from the volcano on the north side, which shifted the bay upward. And then the coral filled with sediment over time because it stopped growing in a shallower zone.
Yeah.
And that's why the bay is so shallow.
This is the kind of thing you just don't get at home.
When people ask, so does this ever get
Do you get used to it? Do you get tired of it? Does it get old? The answer is simply no. When people refer to the rat race, this isn't what they're talking about. This is not the rat race. Cheers, everybody! Cheers. And this is what the cruising life is all about. Friends dropping over, getting watered.
Fixing your diesel.
Exactly, yeah.
And now for the relaxing Last Supper after the chaos of the week gone by. Just 4 friends, a table, and a very good night in Martinique.
Cook their own. Ooh.
And if you're liking our lounge lizard lifestyle, hit the like and subscribe buttons below. It's free, and join other adventures like Lostfarrah, Bushlife 360, Skaterbros, LOL's Fishing Adventures, Leo VR, and Neil 406.
Now another adventure in Sainte-Anne where I rescued a dinghy not that long ago. And here's one way out there floating away. Mojo's taking care of our new baby tender that we've rescued from the deep. Liam's quick thinking in action saves yet another lost little lamb at sea.
And the people who lost the tender came by later that night, and the woman accused us of stealing it.
She did not have the brains that God gave a goldfish.
I thought she was going to try and get us arrested by Inspector Clouseau.
It was completely ridiculous because we saved it from floating out to sea. If we wanted to steal it, we wouldn't have tied it out with a 20-foot long painter rope, leaving it drifting there for anybody to see.
Oh, the French. They make great wine, though.
Well, we already have their luggage. Might as well see where this bus goes.
Yeah, if you're going to take public transport, fully air conditioned, normal, nice, reclining, bucket seats.
Comfy seats.
Comfy seats.
Basically,
Candles.
Greyhound ones to a certain extent.
Without being killed. So, all right, good job. We're getting you to the airport. That's all that matters.
So fun. So much fun.
See you guys shortly in a month.
Yes.
Got it. LA.
We're the ones stuck in the middle of nowhere. It's all good. I know. It's an adventure.
After a week aboard Monashee, what surprised you the most?
Well, I don't think Lisa expected to find out how quickly she could get used to life on a boat and how normal it started to feel for her.
Even after she was green in the gills for the first couple of days?
Oh, you're gonna pay for that. She was just jet lagged. Or at least that's the official story.
Okay, what about you?
I expected a lot more roughing it, but it wasn't that at all. You have all the comforts of home. Maybe not as many, but you even have an ice maker for crying out loud.
Any fool can be uncomfortable. So was it harder to adjust than expected?
Honestly, nothing was as hard as I thought it was gonna be. If you can live in an apartment, you can probably live on a boat. And it didn't feel as cramped as I thought it would because you can see and feel all of the outdoors wherever you look. It's different than living in an RV. You don't feel as closed in.
Okay, Jim, so now after some time has passed, you said at the beginning you didn't think you'd live aboard a boat. What about now?
That's still a complicated answer, Liam, because there are a lot of trade-offs. You know, there are small things like the conveniences of shopping that you can plan around, but it's the bigger things that are harder, like being away from family. But I think if a person went at it part-time, I could easily make it happen.
And finally, could you see doing this as a vacation again?
Oh, absolutely. Lisa loved those sandy beaches and the clear crystal waters and the snorkeling. We would do it again in a heartbeat. So when are we coming back?
And just like that, life on Monashee continues as it always does. Laundry to do, turtles to watch, and new places to discover with great friends.
Thanks for sharing our journey and subscribing. And check out this next video as we believe Jacques Cousteau would like it too.